From Chicago's Wrigley Field, this is Kurt Berglund with Payoff Pitch Dream Season Baseball. Today, we're up to Game 12 of the 18-game mini-season that is, plus playoffs, that is comprised of 26 of my favorite teams from Payoff Pitch's last 60 years of baseball. The 1964 Philadelphia Phillies are 6-5 and visiting the 1979 Chicago Cubs, who have not done well. They are 1-10. The pitchers today for the Phillies, left-hander Dennis Bennett. He was 12-14 with a .368 earned run average in 1964, but injured down the stretch when maybe they needed him most. He was injured in August and could not go any further. But an important part of their team, he had 32 starts on the season, 7 complete games, and 208 innings pitched. For the Cubs, it's Dennis Lamp, 11-10 with a .350 earned run average, 32 games started, 6 complete games, and an even 200 innings pitched for Dennis. He is a sinker-balling right-hander, and we should have an interesting matchup between these two soft tossers today at Wrigley Field. First, let's tell you about yesterday. Between these two teams, Game 11 was an 8-2 Phillies victory. Cookie Rojas hit a grand slam homer in the top of the first inning to give the Phillies a 4-run lead that the Cubs never were able to adequately respond to. Holtzman was the loser, Ray Culp was the winner, and the Cubs bullpen has been heavily used, so they're hoping for some length from Dennis Lamp today. The Phillies, on the other hand, have a very refreshed bullpen. Chris Short threw a complete game for Game 10, and Culp threw a complete game yesterday for Game 11, so they are ready to go if they need a bullpen. It's an important game for the Phillies, and the reason I'm putting it on the channel is because if they win this game, they sweep the series, and more importantly, they have a record of 7-5 going to the last 6 games of the dream season, so they would be very much in playoff contention with a victory here today. If they lose, they can still do it, but they put a lot more pressure on themselves. So we'll see what happens here today in Wrigley between these two teams. Let's give you the starting lineups. For the visiting Philadelphia Phillies, it's Tony Taylor leading off at second base, Johnny Callison batting second in right field, Dick Allen batting third at third base, Wes Covington batting fourth in left field, Tony Gonzalez batting fifth in center field, Clay Dalrymple batting sixth and doing the catching. Gus Triandos is not available today, so Cookie Rojas is actually the backup catcher should one be needed. John Hernstein is batting seventh at first base, and Bobby Wine at batting eighth at shortstop. Batting ninth and doing the pitching will be Dennis Bennett. For the Cubs, Miguel Delaney batting first and playing center field. Ivan DeJesus batting second at shortstop. Bill Buckner batting third at first base. Dave Kingman batting fourth in left field. Jerry Martin batting fifth in center field. Steve Ontiveros batting sixth at third base. Ted Sizemore batting seventh at second base. And Tim Blackwell, subbing for the injured Barry Foote at catcher, batting eighth. And Dennis Lamp will bat ninth and do the pitching. We are ready to get rolling. Dennis Lamp's got his warm-up tosses under control. And the crowd sounds ready. So let's get Tony Taylor in there for the first at-bat of the ballgame. Tony Taylor, .234 against right-handers in 1964. Dennis Lamp, the wind, and the pitch to Taylor. Grounded to Ontiveros, and he's going to throw across to Buckner for the first out of the game, and we are underway in Wrigley Field. Johnny Callison comes up, .270 for Johnny on the season. The pitch popped him up. Ontiveros gets another chance. He's going to wave everybody off and take it for out number 2 in the first inning. And now it's Richie Allen, Rookie of the Year in '64 with a 287 batting average against righties. The pitch to him, hey, struck him out, and Lamp gets a 1-2-3 first inning. Nothing across. We go to the bottom of the first. Cubs coming up with no score at Wrigley. Dennis Bennett, the left-hander, taking the mound. And Delaney stands in for his first start on this mini season. The pitch to Miguel. He walked him, and Miguel's aboard. You don't want to do that. Great speed for Delaney in '79. Brought up near the end of the season to pinch run. And he got a couple of starts as well in the outfield. Let's see what we have for base stealing possibilities here. Okay, so Dalrymple can throw, so we'll see what they choose to do. DeJesus at the plate. Dennis Bennett to the belt. The pitch, Delaney not going. It's a liner to left, and it's going to drop in front of Covington. Delaney stops at second. There's 2 aboard with nobody out in the bottom of the first. And Bill Buckner coming to the plate. Buck, 262 against left-handers. Bennett to the belt, checks Delaney at second. The pitch home is going to be in the gap between Callison and Gonzalez. Going to roll to the wall. Delaney scores from second easily. DeJesus stops at third. It's 1-0 Cubs. And Dave Kingman coming to the plate. King Kong with a .689 slugging average against left-handers in 1979. Phillies infield is going to play back. Bennett to the belt, the pitch home. Hey, strikes out King Kong. There's 1 gone in the bottom of the first. Now it's Jerry Martin. Jerry Martin slugged .597 against lefties, so he's dangerous as well. Bennett to the belt, the pitch. Popped him up. Hernstein, just barely into fair territory, will take it for out number 2. And now Ontiveros. The Cubs have 1 in, but they have 2 more in scoring position. Begging for an Ontiveros hit. Bennett to the belt, the pitch. And Ontiveros comes through. It's a base hit into right field. Callison charging hard, but DeJesus scores easily. Here comes Buckner. It's a 3-0 ball game here in the first inning for the Cubs. Ontiveros with a clutch 2-out, 2-run single. For Chicago, it's 3-0 Cubs. Bennett to the belt. Looks at Ontiveros at first. The pitch home to Sizemore is lifted in the air to left. Covington is going to drift toward the line, but he's got room to make the catch. And he does. But after 1 inning, the Cubs score 3 on 3 hits and leave 1. It's 3-0 Chicago as they're looking to play spoiler. Against Lamp in the second, it's Covington, Gonzalez, and Dalrymple. Pitch to Wes. Is a line shot at DeJesus, and there's 1 gone in the Phillies second. Gonzalez comes up. Tony, 310 against right-handers on the season, batting 5th today. The pitch from Lamp. Hit to center, but not deep. Delaney is going to run it down, and there's 2 gone. And now Dalrymple. Clay, 257 against right-handers. The pitch from Lamp. He hits one to DeJesus. Ivan gloves it and throws to Buckner. That will retire the Phillies in the second. We go to the bottom of the second. 3-0 Cubs over the Phillies. Bennett will face Blackwell, Lamp, And then the top of the order with Delaney. Timmy Blackwell in there replacing a banged-up Barry Foote. 258 against left-handers. The pitch is grounded to short. Bobby Wine gloves it and throws to Hernstein. There's one out. Now it's Lamp. Dennis actually got some hits in 79. Bennett winds and pitches, and Dennis hits it to left. Covington coming in a few steps and will make the catch for out number 2. And now it's Miguel Delaney. Miguel walked in the first. The pitch to him is a base hit to center. Delaney on again. He may try to go. DeJesus at the plate. Miguel Delaney working on his lead. The pitch. There he goes. Dalrymple's throw to Taylor is not in time. Delaney steals second. And he's in scoring position for DeJesus. Buckner on deck. Bennett to the belt. Checks Delaney. He's got a big lead off second. The pitch home. Ground ball Wine. Throws to Hernstein, and that retires the Cubs in the second. So they get him in scoring position, but cannot bring him home. We go to the third. It's the bottom third of the Phillies order. Hernstein, Wine, and Bennett coming up against Lamp, who has retired all 6 men he's faced so far. Hernstein, 235 against righties on the season. The pitch from Lamp. Line shot at DeJesus. He's not fooling them, but they are making outs. 1 gone in the Philly third. Bobby Wine, 196 against right-handers. The pitch from Lamp is a base hit to center field. It drops in front of Delaney. Wine holds it second at first with a single, and that'll bring up Dennis Bennett. Dennis Bennett could also hit a little bit in 64. He can also bunt. Lamp to the belt. The pitch, he's putting the bunt down. He gets it down. It is gloved by Lamp. He's going to go to Sizemore covering first, and that will move Wine to second base with 2 outs. And Taylor comes up. Tony is 0 for 1 on the day. Lamp to the belt. Checks Wine at second base. The pitch to Tony. Line shot at Sizemore. Another rope, but the Cubs are catching him. After 2.5 innings, it's Cubs 3, Phillies nothing, and it's the meat of the Cubs order coming up. It's Buckner, Kingman, and Martin in the bottom of the third against Bennett. Billy Buck has a double in his only at-bat today. And now he's got a base hit. It goes into right field and lands in front of Callison. Buckner holds with a single. Kingman coming to the plate. Kong is 0 for 1. He struck out in the first. Bennett to the belt. The pitch. This is hit to left. Covington on the run. Covington will not get there. It's a base hit for Kingman. Buckner gonna daring. He's around second. He's going for third. The throw to third. He is safe. A head first slide for Buckner. And the Cubs have men at the corners. They're playing with reckless abandon. Bennett in trouble again in the third. Gene Mauch gonna get Rick Wise throwing in the bullpen for the Phillies. Jerry Martin, 0 for 1. The Phillies infield is going to play in to try and cut that runoff at the plate. Bennett to the belt, checks the runners. The pitch home. Is a base hit into right that drops in front of Callison. That's going to score Buckner. Kingman will run to second and hold there. It's 4-0 Cubs. Ontiveros coming to the plate. There's nobody out. And Kingman at second and Martin at first. And Onti is a double play threat if Bennett can get him to hit it on the ground. Bennett, the belt, the pitch to Ontiveros is hit to third. Allen to Taylor to Herrnstein for a rally-killing, soul-crushing double play as Kingman advances to third. 2 gone now in the bottom of the third. It's 4-0 Cubs. Sizemore coming to the plate. Mock on the top step of the dugout. Bennett to the belt, the pitch home. Lifted to center. Tony Gonzalez coming on and makes the catch, but the Cubs add a run to their lead on 3 hits. They leave 1, and we go to the 4th. It's 4-0 Cubs. Phillies have some work to do against Dennis Lamp, who's only allowed 1 hit and 1 base runner in this one so far. In the Phillies' 4th, it's Callison, Allen, and Covington coming to the plate to try and get on the board. Johnny is 0 for 1 on the day. He strikes out against Lamp. 2 strikeouts for Dennis on the day, and he's giving the Cubs what they need and some length in this ball game. Allen 0 for 1 with a strikeout on the day. The pitch is a base hit to right field. 2nd hit of the game for the Phillies. And Covington will come to the plate with a man on and 1 out. Dennis Lamp to the belt. The pitch to Wes is grounded down to Ontiveros. Ontiveros to Sizemore for 1. And whoa, Richie Allen just knocked Ted Sizemore into next week. That breaks up the double play. Covington beats the Rapid first. There's 2 outs. There's 2 outs for the Phillies in the 4th, and it's Tony Gonzalez coming to the plate. Tony is 0 for 1. Covington at first. 2 gone. Lamp to the belt. The pitch. Hit to Ontiveros at third. Steve gloves it and throws to Buckner. That will retire the Phillies in the 4th. We go to the bottom of 4. It's Chicago 4, Philadelphia nothing. And it'll be Blackwell, Lamp, and then the top with Delaney for the Cubs. Tim Blackwell's 0 for 1 on the day. The pitch. Lifted to right. Callison back a few steps, but plenty of room. And 1 gone for him in the Cub 4th. Yeah, this is what I want. Lamp coming to the plate. Dennis 0 for 1, flew out to left. The pitch. He hits it to left. Covington in a few steps and makes the catch for out number 2. And now Delaney. Bennett winds and throws, and hey, strikes him out. That's strikeout number 2 for Dennis Bennett. We go to the 5th. Cubs 4, Phillies nothing in Chicago. Dalrymple, Herrnstein, and Wine coming to the plate for Philly as they try and fight their way back into this ball game. Clay is 0 for 1. And he's got to take over the catching chores now indefinitely as Gus Triandos was injured in yesterday's game against the Cubs. So it's going to be Dalrymple for at least the next few games as Triandos tries to recover from the bloody stumps on the foul tip. And Rojas is the backup catcher, as I believe I told you previously. So Dalrymple stands in against Lamp. Dennis's pitch is a ground ball to Ontiveros. He gloves it and throws to Buckner for 1 out in the 5th. Herrnstein is 0 for 1. Lamp winds and pitches, and strike 3 called on Herrnstein. That's 3 strikeouts for Dennis, and there's 2 gone with nobody on for Bobby Wine in the 5th. A pinch hitter likely for Bennett when he comes up. Hit to Buckner He gloves it. He dives and gloves it. He flips to Lamp. And Dennis covers first base flawlessly for the third out in the fifth. We've played 4.5. We're halfway through this one. It's the Cubs 4, the Phillies nothing, and it's DeJesus, Buckner, and Kingman coming up for the Cubs. Bennett back on the bump. DeJesus 1 for 2. Ivan hits it to center, not too deep. Tony Gonzalez there. And there's one gone in the Cubs' fifth. Buckner's 2 for 2 with a pair of runs scored. It's a hanger. Drilled to short, diving stop, Bobby Wine. He gets up and throws, just gets Buckner at first base by half a step. 2 gone now for Kingman, who's 1 for 2 with a strikeout. Bennett walks Kingman. A man on with 2 out for Martin. Jerry 1 for 2 on the day. Dennis Bennett to the belt. Checks Kingman. The pitch home. Hey, strikes out Martin. That is number 3 for Bennett. And that will complete the Cubs' 5th inning. We go to the 6th. It's Chicago 4, Philadelphia nothing. We're going to have a pinch hitter for Bennett to lead off against Dennis Lamp. It's going to be Johnny Briggs. A young player in 1964 and was their number 1 left-handed pinch hitter. Briggs, 242 against left-handers. Let's give you Bennett's pitching numbers. 5 innings. 7 hits. He walked 2. He struck out 3. He allowed 4 runs. They're all earned. And no home runs. Rick Wise is throwing in the Phillies bullpen. He will doubtless be the new pitcher for Philadelphia. Briggs stands in against Lamp. Dennis winds and pitches and Briggs lifts it to center. Here comes Delaney. And he makes the catch for out number 1. Tony Taylor, 0 for 2 on the day. Lamp winds. The pitch is hit in the air to right. Jerry Martin is back a few steps. He'll make the catch. 2 gone, and now Callison is 0 for 2. Lamp's got it going on. The pitch is hit to center. Delaney again. And he's a little bit into left center and makes the catch for the third out of the inning. That's 8 in a row retired by Lamp. We've played 5.5. It's 4-0 Cubs. Here comes Rick Wise. The right-handed rookie is the new Phillies pitcher in the bottom of the 6th. He will face Ontiveros, Sizemore, and Blackwell. Rick, 25 games, 8 starts in 1964 with 69 innings pitched, a 5-3 record, and a 4.04 earned run average. The right-hander is ready to go against Ontiveros. Steve is 1 for 2 with a pair of ribbies on the day. The pitch from Wise. Hit in the air to left. Covington toward left center and will make the catch for 1 gone in the 6th. Sizemore is 0 for 2. He stands in now against Wise. And that's a base hit to right in front of Callison. Sizemore's aboard with a single, and the 0 for 2 Tim Blackwell stands in with Dennis Lamp on deck. The pitch. Line shot at Taylor. There's 2 gone, and that'll bring up Lamp with 1 man on and 2 men out in the 6th. Dennis is 0 for 2 on the day. Wise to the belt. The pitch. It's a wild pitch. It goes to the backstop. Sizemore moves up to second base. Lamp is ahead in the count. 1 ball, no strikes. The pitch to Lamp. Hit to right, but not too deep for Martin. He will make the catch, and that retires the Cubs in the 6th. We go to the 7th. Starting to get a little bit late for Philly. It's 4-0 Cubs, and Lamp is in control of this game, throwing a 2-hit shutout so far. Dick Allen stands in, 1 for 2 for him. The pitch, Lamp winds, and the pitch to Allen. Hit to center and deep. Delaney to the track, and the ball dies in Delaney's glove. I thought it was out of here when it left the bat, but no, the wind brought it back off the lake, and so it's 1 gone in the 7th. Covington is 0 for 2. He stands in now against Lamp. The pitch to West is a base hit to center. Now the Phillies have a base runner, 1 out, and Tony Gonzalez. Tony is 0 for 2. Lamp to the belt, checks Covington at first, and the pitch home is hit to center. Delaney into left center. On the run. He's got it for out number 2. Covington returns to first base, and with 2 outs, it's Dalrymple. 0 for 2 for Clay on the day. Lamp to the belt. The pitch. It's a base hit to center. Covington's off with the crack of the bat and will make third. The Phillies have men at the corners now for Hernstein. John is 0 for 2. Covington at third, Dalrymple at first, Lamp in a jam, his first real jam of the ball game. No action yet in the Cub bullpen. Hernstein in there, Lamp, the belt, the pitch to him. Popped him up, Sizemore on the infield dirt. Calling and taking, and the Phillies blow a chance to get on the board. We go to the bottom of the 7th. It's time to stretch them out in Chicago. It's 4-0 Cubs. Top of the Cubs order, Delaney, DeJesus, and Buckner coming up. Miguel is 1 for 2. Wise the wind and the pitch. He walks Delaney. Oh, nope, I'm wrong. I'm wrong. Wise throws right-handed. So that means it's a pop-up. Sorry about that. Bobby Wine on the infield is going to take it for out number 1. Ivan DeJesus is 1 for 3. He's also scored a run. Wise, the wind, and the pitch to Ivan is grounded to Wine. He gloves it and throws to Hernstein. There's 2 gone. And now Buckner. Billy Buck is 2 for 3, a double and a pair of runs scored. The pitch to him, he hits it to center, to the track for Gonzalez, and he's got it for out number 3. It's a 1-2-3 7th for Wise. We go to the 8th. It'll be Lamp back out to face Wine, Wise, and Taylor. At least they're scheduled. And Bruce Sutter is warming up in the Cubs bullpen. Wine is 1 for 2, but he will not bat. Gene Mauch going to the bench. And it's going to be Cookie Rojas batting for Wine. Yesterday's hero with the Grand Slam home run comes off the bench to hit for the shortstop Wine right here against Lamp, who's working on now a 4-hit shutout, all of them singles. Lamp, the wind, the pitch. He walks Cookie Rojas. Sutter throwing a little harder in that bullpen. Rick Wise is being called back, and we're going to see a pinch hitter for him. And it's going to be Alex Johnson. Alex Johnson batting for Wise. With Rojas at first. Lamp to the belt. Checks Rojas. The pitch home to Johnson is a base hit. It's a base hit to center. Rojas stops at second as Delaney gets the ball back in. There's 2 on with nobody out now for Tony Taylor. Sutter's got to be close to ready. Taylor at the plate. There's nobody out. Callison on deck. Lamp to the belt. Checks the runners. The pitch home. Hit to center. Delaney back a few steps. Will make the catch and fire the ball back in as Rojas returns to second base. And Johnson returns to first. Now Callison is up with Dick Allen on deck. Callison is 0 for 3. Lamp to the belt. The pitch. To center. Not deep. Left center for Delaney. He makes the catch. And again, Rojas returns to second. And Johnson returns to first. It's Dick Allen now. And with 2 outs, they're going to let Lamp go for it. Lamp, 2 outs, 2 on. Allen at the plate, a 4-0 lead. Lamp to the belt, the pitch. To left and deep. Kingman to the well in front of the left field wall. He's got it for out number 3. One more biscuit for breakfast for Richie Allen. And that's out of here, but Lamp gets him in the 8th. So we go to the bottom of the 8th. We'll have a new Phillies pitcher. It's going to be Ed Roebuck to replace Wise. And Roebuck will face Kingman, Martin, and Ontiveros. In the bottom of the 8th, Kong is 1 for 2 with a walk and a whiff. The Cubs are up by 4. The Cubs are up by 4 in a game that the Phillies would love to have. Alrighty, so Roebuck finishing his warm-up tosses. We'll tell you about it. He had a 5-3 record with a .221 earned run average. 60 ball games, all in relief, 12 saves, 77 and a third innings pitched. Roebuck winds the pitch to Kingman. Popped him up. Cookie Rojas now playing short. Calls for it and takes it for out number 1. Jerry Martin. Roebuck winds the pitch to Martin. Hit to center. Tony Gonzalez will be there for the catch, and that's out number 2. And now Steve Ontiveros, 1 for 3. Roebuck winds and grounded to third. Richie Allen throws to Hernstein, and that will retire the Cubs in a 1-2-3 8th. We go to the 9th. Suter throwing in the bullpen. Lamp back out for the shutout. If he can get it, it's Covington, Gonzalez, and Dalrymple for the Phillies. They are down 4-0 as we go to the 9th. Covington is 1 for 3. Lamp winds and pitches, and it's grounded to Ontiveros. He gloves it and throws to Buckner, and there's 1 man out in the Philly 9th. Lamp is 2 outs away from a 5-hit shutout. Gonzalez is 0 for 3. Lamp winds the pitch. Grounded to second. Sizemore to Buckner. 2 gone. And now Dalrymple, 1 for 3 for Clay. Suter just standing on the bullpen mound watching. Lamp winds and the pitch. Grounded on Taveros. Throws to Buckner. Ball game. Cubs defeat the Phillies 4-0. Let's give you the particulars for the victorious, for only the second time in the dream season, 79 Chicago Cubs. 4 runs on 8 hits. They committed no errors. For the vanquished 1964 Philadelphia Phillies, no runs on 5 hits. Dennis Lamp goes the distance, and they committed no errors. The winning pitcher is Lamp. Losing pitcher is Bennett. And there's no save because Lamp gets the shutout. The Cubs improved their record to 2-10 and look to spoil more team seasons during their last six games of the dream season. And the Phillies dropped to 6-6. So with 6 games to play, they're going to need some help, but they're still playoff contending at this point. I want to thank you so much for joining me and following along with the dream season that we're doing on the YouTube channel. Please click like and subscribe to my channel. My name's Kurt Berglund. I hope you have a good day. And so long, everybody.